Hey, what is going on, viewers? Zesty Lime Studios here, and welcome back to another drinks review. Today we're reviewing another one of these NOS energy drinks, and this one is going to be on the GT Grape flavour, or basically grape. So of course these are the American NOS energy drinks. We haven't had these over here in England as well for forever, so they're finally over here now. So I got this particular can off of one of these English websites which sells American, candy, drinks, sweets and stuff like that. I think it cost me around £3, which is not too bad, seeing as you can pay like £4 or £5 for some of these at like Comic Cons and conventions and stuff. So in real terms, it's not that bad. And hey, it's to try and review, so why not? And I've always wanted to try these NOS energy drinks. I know America have had these for a long time, but said we've never had these over here in England, so it's really cool to finally be able to review them. So anyways, let's give you guys a full 360 of the can. So we have a somewhat, I'd say, fairly simple design, but I do like the kind of NOS logo and design. It's just cool. Obviously the older cans used to be a little bit different, and they've obviously modernized over the years with a more modern design. But for the most part, we have most of the can is purple to represent obviously the grape, which grapes can either be, well, green or kind of purple. We have the kind of front of the can repeated twice. So we have the kind of NOS logo here with the arrow and the point at the top and stuff, and that's kind of basically repeated twice on each side. I said down there we have GT Grape, and then we have just the complex 6 with some vitamins and other stuff there, and then it says, what does that say? High performance energy drink. And then on the back, we have the nutritional facts rather than information, because of course it's American, so it's going to be a little bit different to what it is over here. On the bottom, we have nothing, and on the top, everything is all standard and silver, including the pull ring. So taking a close look at the can, so we do have the also black ring around the top there, which is called Enhanced Mental Focus and High Performance Energy. So just kind of standard, standard jibby jabber. So natural and artificial flavour. So it is the 473 milliliter can, which is the 16 FL ounce size. Now looking at the nutritional facts, so these are full sugar. So this one contains total sugars, 52 grams of sugar in total, which is, I'd say, a lot, but in terms of how the sugar content used to be before the sugar tax came in here in England, that was pretty much normal. So in today's terms, yeah, it's a lot, but in terms of the pre-sugar tax, that was normal for how much full sugar would be for a can. But yes, 52 grams of sugar. And looking at the ingredients, as it is American, we have the high fructose corn syrup as well, so it's got that super syrupy syrup in there as well. Also looking at the vitamins, yeah, like I said, we have vitamin B6, B12, and interestingly, it hasn't got inositol, taurine, caffeine, guarana. Yeah, just some other vitamins as well. And the caffeine content is 160 milligrams of caffeine per can. It hasn't got it per 100 ml, because again, it's labelled differently to what it is here in England. Anyways, apart from that, yeah, it's not much else on the can. So GT Grape, GT is basically just reference to NOS and cars and stuff. NOS is basically nitrous oxide. This particular flavour hasn't got any nitrous oxide in it. I believe the sour one had the nitrous oxide infused to it, but basically it's the same as the Monster Nitro Super Dry as well. That has the nitrous oxide in it, but this one doesn't. Anyways, but in terms of grape, yeah, there's grape in many of energy drinks, but pure grape flavours, there's not that often. So hopefully this is nice, and I do quite like grape. But anyways, it's nice and cold. I have got a cup. Let's get straight into it. Hopefully it won't explode over me. So I'm guessing the colour is going to be some sort of red or purpley colour to obviously represent the grapes or something like that. And the smell and taste, well, we'll have to find out. Just hopefully it doesn't explode over me. There we go, we are safe. Right, and the colour is, hey, surprise, surprise, and I think some came out there. That is a gorgeous colour, actually. That is a really deep purple colour. I think we're safe, actually. I don't think anything come out. Well, I think it did a little bit on my thumb. Let me just grab a tissue. There we go. Oh. So a little bit came out there, but that was just, I think, me pouring it a bit silly. So yes, there was quite a lot of fizz and bubbles on the top, and a lot of bubbles on the side. Like I said, this one isn't nitrous infused, but yeah, that one seemed to be really fizzy. But anyways, that colour is gorgeous. That is a lovely deep purple colour. I did say purple, and oh boy, is it a lovely purple. On camera it looks really dark, and yeah, putting it up to my light, it's a gorgeous colour. And it doesn't look see-through. It's a little bit see-through, just a little bit, but for the most part, yeah, you can't really see through it. So we'll just leave it as that. Hey viewers, Zesty Lump Studios here. If you want to save 10% discount on any of these Zest Gamer products, don't forget to use code ZESTYLS. The code will be in the description below. These are my two personal favourites, Horus and Hyper Beast. Thanks guys. Cool, so that's the colour. So let's give it a closer smell and see what it smells of. Oh yes. Oh, it's got that lovely fizzy energy drink grape smell, or just fizzy drink general grape smell that you like. Again, smells very similar to like kind of old Jamaican, the grape, kind of grape juice or something like that. So it smells really, really nice of grape. And it's got that really nice fizzy drink grape, which I'm sure we've all smelled and tried at some point. Smells lovely. Cool, well, nevertheless guys, let's taste some. That is lovely. Wow, that's nice. Oh wow, that is superb. Really, really nice flavour there. So this is a prime example, and that has leaked out my can. Oops. I'll clear that on my desk after. So that is super, super nice. I mean, to sum it up before I go into detail about the drink, in reality terms, it's basically like, I guess it's basically like one of your grape drinks, but just a lot more sweeter and a lot more syrupier, and it just gives that lovely, nice, kind of warm feeling, basically, to sum it up. But to go into a little bit more detail, so yes, the flavour is grape, and yes, again, it does taste very similar to like the old Jamaican grape and kind of other grape, you know, fizzy drink flavours and stuff. But because this is more just pure, just grape on its own, I think that is generally better, just like kind of the old Jamaican grape juice is. Now, of course, the old Jamaican is fizzy as well, just like this is as well. Now, ultimately, if this wasn't labelled up as NOS or energy drink, you would just think this is some fizzy grape juice, of course, which is interesting because at the end of the day, the energy drink and the caffeine and stuff, that's kind of just a side thing to like what the actual flavour is. So you think, okay, it's got caffeine, it's got this, but it still tastes of grapes, just with different packaging on it. You'd think it's something else. So yes, you've got a lovely grape flavour. Now it is really sweet. It does seem to be really sweet with this one, alongside with the syrupiness as well, which gives it that nice, just that nice warm sickly grape taste, but sickly in a good way. Because I know sometimes if something's too sickly, it can be not a good thing depending on what it is. For example, if you've got like a I don't know, a dessert or something, and it's too covered in syrup or too covered in that. This is about right, because this brings you back to the old days of like how, you know, the old, for example, the old Rockstar kind of grape drink used to taste. Like very similar in retrospect to what this is now. It just brings you back to those old days before the sugar tax came in, of just that nice warm taste. Like I said, that nice warm, just good feeling taste of, yeah, you got lots of sugar, it's nice and syrupy and sickly, a nice warm flavour. Sometimes it's nice to have something like this, and sometimes nice to go back to something like this drink is, because, you know, the sugar-free drinks are great. Oh, excuse me, guys, fizzy. The sugar-free drinks are great, as we know, the ultras and whatever. They're great, brilliant drinks for a modern day, but sometimes you just cannot beat the lovely, warm feeling of these type of drinks. So ultimately, yeah, it's a really, really nice flavoured drink. There's no chemical taste, no artificial tastes, even though it says there are. Even though it said artificial flavour as well, to be honest with you, it just tastes of really nice grape. But I think even though there is maybe artificial flavour of grape, because it's got real sugar and the syrup, I think that's just helping the overall flavour of the drink. Because again, sometimes with the sugar-free drinks, sometimes the flavours are just a bit off if they are artificial, but obviously unsweetened by sugar, but artificial sweetener, sometimes they can taste a bit off. But this one is a prime example of where full sugar and syrup sometimes does just work. So yeah, superb drink, really nice flavour, can't go wrong with it. Definitely recommend checking that one out if you do find it or buy it in the shops, if you're here in England or whatever. But yeah, that's superb, and I'll really enjoy that, the rest of that off camera. So yes, that one definitely gets a thumbs up from me. So as always, viewers, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.